broken on YouTube for some reason. That don't look terrible. I wish the video was a little bit clearer. I don't know, what's the bit rate? I wonder if that'll immediately change the quality. Or is YouTube not going to update live like that? There we go, chat's up. I'm trying to check audio right now. I hope it sounds good with the music. It's kind of hard to tell when I hear the music at the same time. It's finding my own live stream. How's my mic sound now? Hold on, let me get some music going with it. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Going to break my device today. That's the plan. Immediately change the quality. Or is YouTube not going to update live? Going to break my device today. That's the plan. Okay, I think Alright, I think I got the audio straight. I'm gonna take a minute. We're gonna get TikTok up and going. And we're going to be redoing the thermal paste as well as I'll move my GX like that. As well as just general cleaning. That's the plan. We're gonna clean and we're gonna redo the thermal paste. Hopefully goes well. My TikTok studio forcing me to do an update right now. I should have opened it before I started the stream. Oh my gosh. Do I include TikTok? Why is it sign me out? Yeah, continue as me, yes. Okay. I don't understand. I just... Technology just loves to be in your way sometimes. See, the issue is I'm not going to know how good the sound is on TikTok. That's going to be harder for me to figure out. Can I not do the camera on 2 different applications or something? That would be tragic. I guess I could crop out the shit on OBS or something, I don't know. That'd probably make it kind of shitty for... I really don't know how to use TikTok Studio that well, to be honest. This can be such a scuff stream for the TikTok people. It's actually kind of funny. They don't matter, do they? This is gonna be scuffed and we'll see how it works. I mean, as long as YouTube gets the best quality of it, it don't really matter to me. Basically, I have windowed captured OBS onto TikTok. So it's just gonna... It's going to... whatever OBS gives is what they're getting. I guess we'll turn up my mic on TikTok too. Hopefully that works. Why is the live button? It's giving me problems. Give me the go live button. I click on it, I set the title and the thing, but it doesn't want to let me go live at all, which is weird. And it's not telling me. Huh. Technically this is gaming related, right? But it's like if I want to do chat and interview, it's gonna make me put on a camera or something. TikTok's annoying, by the way. Did I mention that? They're the whole reason I'm still sitting here doing this instead of starting up what I planned on doing. Maybe I should have done it before starting, but I didn't think TikTok was going to take this long. We're about to get started here in a second. So the plan is we're gonna have to stress out we're gonna have to stress out the Steam Deck first before we actually open it up, because when we do the thermal paste replacement, it's gonna be easier to pull the thermal paste out once we get. It's gonna be easy to pull the cooler off once we get the thermal paste warmed up. So that's gonna be what we do first here. Is we're just gonna run a game on it, and we're gonna get this thing heated up. Last I was playing was Payday 2 on this thing. Probably not gonna look very great for you guys, but I was not planning on taking long on this. I have a game I know that lags the shit out of this thing, and I figured it'd be the best thing to do. Cloud save. I don't care about local saves. We're gonna play Teardown on it real quick. What's going on, Jeff? So we're gonna stress it out, and then we're gonna be able to pull the thermal paste apart on that cooler. How's the sound? It's like my voice good compared to the music in the background. We're going to be replacing the thermal paste and dusting it out. Just some general maintenance for the Steam Deck here. And once we do that, it should run cooler. So we're gonna see what it runs like here once we I have some mods on this game, and this game on my main computer with a 5080, it comes down to like 5 FPS when you're really doing a lot on it. So it shouldn't be too hard to increase my voice by a little bit. Alright, yeah. That's the thing. Maybe I just be kind of stretched where it's at. According to OBS, my mic is at the maximum I can push it for volume. Swear, where is the blast furnace? That is what I'm looking for, blast furnace. But I got this thermal paste in here. I forgot I have the actual video feed turned upside down. MX6, I saw articles saying it was the best thermal paste on the market, And then right after that, they released MX7, so I was like, you know what? It would be fun to get that and try it on something like this that heats up pretty easily under some stress. And we're going to, I'm of course gonna, if I can get the, damn, menu don't want to show up. I'm trying to get the menu up so we can, so I can monitor the, I doubt if I hold it up, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. This camera don't want to read the screen. It don't want to look perfect. I mean, this button's supposed to pull up the side menu so I can actually, oh, now the home button's not even working. So one of my complaints of the Steam Deck, I don't know what update caused this to happen. Oh, there it goes. It finally popped up, but the side menu button don't seem to ever want to work. If I put it on Performance Overlay 3, we shall see the temperatures. So I'm at 56 degrees on the GPU and 75 on the CPU. And yeah, we're just gonna wait for this to load, I guess, for a second. There we go. Yes, the Steam Deck is basically PC games. I have World at War through Black Ops 3 in terms of zombies working on this thing. Black Ops 3 though, I need to do something because it don't want to launch all of a sudden. That just happens from time to time. So we're gonna go ahead and just cause some absolute chaos, heat this GPU, CPU up so that we can be able to pull that thermal paste apart. I don't know if it's not able to see anything, is it? This is called Teardown. It's like a sandbox style game, but its physics are what lags the shit out of everything. And my goal right now is to just lag the shit out of this console and get it heated up. It has mods on PC. There's a mod browser you can use. It's just gonna take a moment of just shooting shit. It's a blocky game. It's voxels for sure. And whatnot. I love this map because it's a replication of a blast furnace, which is something that, you know, the world doesn't use anymore. If you see a blast furnace around in real life, it's abandoned. And whoever made this map put a lot of work into it. And I just love destroying it. Try to see here. I mean, we're getting 17 FPS right now. I don't know if, man, I deleted Spider-Man 2 off of this thing, like, the other day. If I kept that on here, that would for sure be a very easy stress test to do as well. We're getting up there, and the temp's a little, 78. FPS is going crazy. Ugh, man. What's something else we could do to speed this up? I have... Let's see. I have the airplane gun. If it will shoot. Wait, no, I remember. This one don't want to work on PC, or on here. Maybe if I... Nah, it don't want to work. Some of these mods rely on like normal like PC controls, and I just don't have that with this. I guess the way the mods are coded. I guess the full auto RPG gun is just gonna be, it's just gonna have to do for now. Try and get this shit lagging and heating up. We're at 80 degrees Celsius. On the back, it feels a little warm. We're gonna get there. Just keep destroying shit. We'll get it warmed up here in a minute. Another game that might work would be BeamNG Drive. I don't know how long it would take to get into it. This is the Jotaro theme from BO4, or not BO4, Part 4 of JoJo's. It's a lo-fi version of it. It's on YouTube. If you look up JoJo Lo-Fi, you'll find it pretty easily. Degrees has been hit. And we could try to bring down the whole tower. That would lag the shit out of the game, I'm sure. God, 14 FPS now. Oh, it's starting to heat up. 83, 84. Oh shit. We're getting there. I wish the camera could focus on it a little bit easier. It's lagging so hard I can't even do the jetpack properly. Come on. Oh, the fan's kicking on. That's a good sign. We're in 82 degrees Celsius. What would really do is if I get this whole tower to come down and really make the game unplayable. We're at 12 FPS. It's hitting 86, 85. Holy shit. That fan's ramped up now. What is holding this thing up now? There shouldn't be a whole lot holding this whole structure up, I feel like. Try to bring down this whole tower here. Oh, it must be this staircase over here. Some way, shape, or form. Oh no, I'm actually doing this all right by the roof. That would make sense. Yeah, I have YouTube in the background. Okay. TikTok going crazy. I guess we're just gonna. I guess the TikTok stream's just gonna have to be cooked because it's trying to stop itself from doing its thing. Yeah, I have YouTube playing in the background. I probably could have just downloaded it. I have the space to do it. I just didn't do it. It probably would have been smarter to download it and just have it playing through the computer instead of the Wi-Fi. I literally spent like maybe 10 minutes preparing for the stream. Damn, how much is left of this tower? Once we get this tower down, I think it should be good to... There's a program called TikTok Live Studio. It's separate from OBS or whatever you use. TikTok doesn't let you stream through any of their, like, any other programs but their stuff. So you have to use their stuff at the same time. I think it's a little stupid, but that's how they want to do it. That's how they want to do it. But TikTok says your live is not eligible for recommendation and restricted in search results because it contains unoriginal and reproduced content. What do you mean unoriginal? That's an outrage. Oh, is it this here? I'm trying to find the one thing that's trying to find the one thing that's holding up this tower at this point. It's gotta be this, isn't it? What else could there be? I'm looking around, I'm not seeing shit, but it's hard to look around at 13 FPS too, and that doesn't really help. Yeah, it's an app on PC. It's just a PC app, that's all it is. I ain't really learned it completely, but as far as throwing on gameplay and a mic, it's simple to use. I have no clue what's holding this thing in the air at this point. Oh, there we go. Up there, now it comes down. Yeah, I mean... I'm gonna try to appeal that. I'm reading what TikTok's giving me. I mean, it would probably work if I was using my capture. Does not contain the content mentioned. This is like an original live stream. I'm just, I don't know what TikTok's on about. See, now that the tower's gone down, it went from 80 to 85 degrees. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, and then I'll be back. Let it heat itself up a little bit more, I guess. And then we're gonna tear this thing apart. Hopefully it goes smooth. Hopefully I don't break it. That'd be tragic. Alright. Let's go ahead and open this thing up now that it's idling at 84 degrees Celsius. The challenge is going to be getting out of here. Alright. Shut down. So I 3D printed a little, I guess called a jig, for me to set the Steam Deck on for when I tear it apart. It's supposed to just hold all the joysticks up and whatnot. And go ahead and pull the SD card out now that it's off. I guess we'll see. Does it fit? It fits. So it just goes on the front. It protects your joysticks. And it just sits in there. That's cool, I guess. Hopefully it don't scratch nothing. I mean, this is a sticker skin that I got on it. And what do you take? Phillips heads? Should probably first and foremost grab something to throw the screws in. That would probably be a little smart. Boom, something to throw the stuff in. Alright. So let's get to tearing this thing apart. I'm going without a guide. I opened this thing up like with a guide like a couple years ago, but I haven't done anything else with it since. Oh shit. These edge ones are bigger than the middle ones, it seems. Yep. I think I'm going to be doing this all day tomorrow too. I'm going to a friend's house and he's got a computer that's not working right. He wants me to help him out. And then he also got some new storage over Christmas for his main computer, and he thinks he can do it, but he wants me to be there. He's like, "You're coming over anyways." Alright, so I think that's all the screws on the back. Now we just gotta pry it open, right? How does this thing pry open though? Oh. See, I slack on cutting my fingernails and I always feel disgusting for it, but then my fingernails are like the perfect thing to pry apart this tech. It makes no sense. I need to do better about my fingernails, but damn, it's kind of useful right now. Jesus. It's mostly coming apart. Also got a air can. I don't know how loud that's gonna be for the mic when I go to shoot the air into here. Oh. There we are. It's open. So the first thing we should be doing is unplugging the battery. Which one is the battery? I would assume would it be this? That was the battery, I believe. I hope I'm not wrong about that. I hope I didn't just blow everything apart there. Yeah, because this is going right here, audio FPC. This looks like it's connected to the battery. So we need to go ahead and pull this shit apart. I believe there's 3 screws for this one right here. I just don't know how this, how the actual cooler pops off. So those are thermal pads, but those aren't what I'm replacing. I should replace them, to be honest, at some point. But, that looks like, I would imagine. So that's the M.2 drive. Is this the APU entirely right here? Is this? Because that's a pad. I got thermal paste. Has this all been for nothing? I hope not. Not really sure where to go from here. We'll just pull this. I mean, that thermal pad goes to the metal pad here, but under it, if that's the APU, that's going to be where I need to be, I believe, because that's gonna be the there's gonna be thermal paste to connect it to this copper pipe here to go over the, and oh yeah, that's it for sure. But how do we get this pipe out of here? The fan has some screws right here. Maybe pulling the fan up will help reveal how we pull this out. Oh, yep. And the fan is still plugged in. There we go. Look at that. That is definitely needed to be done. We definitely needed to come in here and replace this. That is dried out looking right there. On both as well, it looks dried up on the actual Steam Deck as well. So we're gonna go ahead and clean that off. And I also want to dust out this fan. This fan hasn't been dusted out in a while. And I imagine it, I don't know, it don't really look bad. I mean, I can see some dust on it, but I've definitely seen worse than this. No, I do not have Arc Raiders. Is it any good? I've heard a lot about it. From what I've heard, it sounds like an extraction shooter. There's a couple people at work that talk about it. This one dude swears by it. I can't get this open with my hands because of the tape on it. I got something that can cut this tape real quick. Yeah, I haven't done the thermal paste on this before, and I've owned it for about 4 years, and I would say around the 4 years is a slightly early, but I would say about 5 to 6 years is when you want to, after you religiously using a gaming device. If you religiously use a gaming device, I would recommend opening it up and redoing the thermal paste every 5 to 6 years, I would say. I wanted to do this one early because I'm gonna be using this thermal paste on a lot of stuff if it works well. So we're gonna see how well it works for this, and then if it works well, I mean, I'm gonna be throwing it on everything else that I take apart and clean up. I should probably do it to the Series S that I have sitting here as well here soon. So let's get this old thermal paste cleaned up. This trash up. I'll just throw it back in the box. I'm gonna be streaming it tomorrow. I'm not working, but I'm gonna be spending most of my day tomorrow doing computer stuff. I may tune in. I don't know if I'm gonna be up late. I am switching to day shift for this next week. I paid like a few extra bucks for wipes from the same company that it came with the thermal paste for like a few extra bucks, and it just cleans the old thermal paste up. Get that old stuff out of here. That's that side. Now we're gonna use another one on this side over here. I think if I want TikTok to actually do anything, it's probably gonna need me restarting the stream there. Trying to do some Easter eggs. I mean, if I'm up late on Saturday, we could try to run one or two. Just tell me which one you want to run, and I'll see if we can try to do it. I'm still worried about Garrote Krovi. That one's a tough cookie to tackle. It was tough for me to tackle playing on PC with infinite gobblegums and having like all the cheese in the world to make it as easy as possible. Alright. So we got that cleaned up as well. We still got a little bit of this left. We could probably scrub that last little bit off on there. One of the details I do like is if you ever end up going into these, there's usually, if I can get it to focus on it, there's usually some writing on the CPU. I don't, like, it's cool, but that's gonna be covered the entire time. For most of the time that people open these up, it's gonna be covered. So I still don't know about the fan, like, or the dust, right? You know what might have done it to TikTok? It might have been the music on TikTok, actually. If we just get rid of the audio on TikTok, it might be the music that triggered TikTok, now that I think about it. So I went to the dollar store and I just picked up this duster can. It's 12 bucks. It's usually enough to get the job done. Here soon, I'm debating on if it's worth doing a battery replacement on this as well. I do know Shadows, but we're gonna need 4 people for that one. Shadows, you can do it with how many you want up until after the boss fight, and the final step, you need 4 people for the final step. I used a mod on PC that let me do it solo, so that I could get it done on PC. But yeah, we're gonna need 4 people for that one. I mean, we could probably be easy to get Beefy on board for that one, I would imagine. If he's available, of course. Trying to get this little fucking straw for this duster off. I hope this ain't too loud. Shadows, I believe, as far as the Easter eggs in Black Ops 3. Yeah, Beefy's always available, but the ones in BO3, as far as needing 4 people, I believe it's just Shadows and Ascension. I believe Ascension's also a 4-player Easter egg, if I'm not mistaken. I did Ascension once a long time ago. That one's nothing too crazy. Here's a little pro tip if you just get something when you're trying to blow a fan clean. If you try to blow in there, you're just gonna make the fan spin. But if you just stick something in there to hold it in place, it usually does a fairly good job at cleaning it out for us. So we're gonna go ahead and try that. There we go. I hope that wasn't too loud. You gotta tell me, because I'm gonna be blowing up a little bit more on the overall thing. Yeah, all that dust that was in there disappeared. You can see the remnants of work on the side of this fan right here. All that whiteness on it, that's just dust from work. Work does so much, like, to my electronics, it's ridiculous. Last time I cleaned this up, it hasn't been to work but like 2 times since I cleaned this up last time, and out of 2 shifts or 24 hours, it's already got dust inside of it from work. It's absolutely insane. Okay, so it's not too loud? That's good. I can even see there's some white right here. You can kinda see it on the camera, I believe. There's that little whiteness right there. That's dust from work. Just settled in there. We just gotta get it out of here. Get rid of that shit. This should be good for now. Alright. If this is as magical of an improvement as they say it is, I might stream like almost everything I take apart doing this stuff with. Alright. So let's put the MX7 thermal paste on there. If it wants to come out. Is there a cap on it? No, it's coming. Alright. Don't want to put too much on there. Alright. Let's throw the cap back on before it dries out. There we go. And then we're gonna screw this down, but we're not going to immediately throw everything together. Once we screw this down, we're going to go ahead and, where did I set that drill bit at? Or the, where did I set the bit at? Ah, there it is. Toss that right there. We're going to, see, and now I got warned by TikTok again. I don't have the YouTube audio this time. I guess just TikTok's cooked for this. I don't know. I don't know TikTok guidelines like I do YouTube. But once we get this screwed down, we're going to immediately unscrew it because the idea is that it spreads it out. Which screws went right here? I think it was just this one. I think I'm missing a screw. But this should spread the thermal paste, and once the thermal paste is spread, then we'll put it back together once we know it's spread on there pretty good. I guess we'll just take this screw out and we'll push it down on this side too. Those two screws right there are for the fan. That one's that. Oh, you know what? Ah, that makes sense. That last screw is the shroud. This piece of shroud right here. That's like another piece of metal to conduct heat. That makes sense. No wonder I feel like I'm missing a screw. So let's go ahead and unscrew it now. There we go. How much did it spread on there? Could maybe use a little bit more on there instead. It's spread up a little, but it's not perfectly on there. Add a little bit more of that good in there, and we'll go ahead and screw this thing back together. It should be good after this one. Alright, it's important that we plug this fan back in. Tiny cord right here. Which way do you plug in there? I got too fat of fingers for this. Hold on. Let me grab some tweezers. Make this easier for me. I have my workbench to the right of me with all my tools on it. Dang. Maybe I should get another light for this going forward. Damn. Oh, there we go. Think I got it plugged in? It's hard to tell. Where's my phone? Move the shell over to the side. Phone flashlight will be able to help me see that. I mean, that looks pretty plugged in to me. Yeah, that should be good. I found out today, while looking at my glorious new mouse pad that I need a new desk. You can see the line right here. That is the corner of the desk, and it is breaking on the underside. So it's unlevel right there, coming from here to here. So next week I'll get a new desk for it. Is that the right place to put that? I just screw into. Yeah, that had to have been it. The mouse pad, I believe, was like $30. This is the only thing I've ever bought off TikTok. I've never bought anything off TikTok. I've never really trusted TikTok items. I kind of wish I went with the bigger size. They had a bigger one I could have went with. I didn't go for it because I didn't. The size on paper seemed pretty big. I mean, it took about a week to get here. Not bad. I'm not going to act like I need the perfect shipping to show up every time or whatnot. I believe that's where all that. Hold on. Yeah. Yep. All right. But I do love this mouse pad already. My last one is a JoJo one, and it's just going to be used now on my workbench so that things like screws don't slide away from me. Unfortunately, my workbench is a mess right now, or else I'd be doing this right there instead of right here. I did get a new One Piece figure. I'm not particularly proud of it because it's kind of a weird one for sure. Get that in line. It's for the collection, I swear. It's Bonnie from Egghead Arc. And it came with one of the best accessories for Luffy that I've seen in a while, which is a eating face and a hand to be able to hold pizza. And I was like, that is perfect for Luffy. And that was one of the main reasons I got it, other than expanding the collection. I have most of the One Piece figures now. I have too many, I feel like. Alright. So I believe that's everything on this part. So now we can just put this back on top and get the shield screwed back down. Start with the bigger screw. But I still have Bonnie in the box because my workbench area and everything's just a mess, and I don't have anywhere to really display some of these figures. So I need to just go ahead and like put them back in their box for now until I get to a point where I can pull them back out. The next desk I'm looking at has a shelf on it, and I think that'll be perfect for them. Start catching up on My Hero Academia. I ain't watched that show ever before, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know that one. I know it was real popular when I first got into anime with JoJo. I don't know if that actually goes there. Hold on. I don't think that's supposed to go there. It's actually really useful. We have this right here, so we can see exactly what's supposed to be next to the screw hole. So I know that screw don't need to be there. We need to get rid of it. You're still on Egghead Arc? Nice. Egghead just ended as far as the anime goes. You got 4 months to catch up. I mean, it's not coming back till April. Black Clover's coming back. That sounds nice. Okay, I see. Consulting the image on the back of my Steam Deck tells me this goes right here. I'm excited for the next season of JoJo that's coming out. That they revealed the trailer, and the trailer it looks so good, and I just can't wait for it. So I screwed this down. I probably should just, you know what? Let's not be stupid. I don't think I'm gonna plug that battery in like this. I think I should just go ahead and have this off while I plug in the battery. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to do the battery last, but they put it under the shroud, so it's kind of like hard to do it that way. One Punch Man, I believe, its season 3 is gonna stop for now until they do the second half of it on. You can watch this next season of JoJo without seeing any of the other seasons. It's a new universe, and it has some of the same rules, but they're slightly different. Like, stands do exist, but they're not exactly the main power system in it either. Yeah, part 7 is my favorite part though, and they're finally animating it. I can't wait. I need to catch up on part 9's manga. I haven't read it in forever, maybe about a year now or so. It would be worth catching up on that one. Alright, I believe that's everything. We can go ahead and put this back shell back on it and call it a night for the Steam Deck. Come on, why don't you want to snap on? Please just go on. There we go. Oh. There we go. That feels like it's on there now. That it still needs to snap on this. Oh, there. Oh, did it come out? I think it's on there. It's gonna be on there once we screw it down, anyways. This jig is probably the best idea I've had for working on. So I might have to 3D print more of these when I work on tech, because this is like nice. Before this jig, what I would do is I would use the actual carry case for the Steam Deck to actually like properly set it down on something, but it wasn't perfect. It would still be kind of uneven and whatnot. I mean, I feel like I could use some, like something to grip onto it, because I feel like it might be scratching the front sticker on here. Oh man. See, what other animes was I watching or waiting on more stuff for? I know my girl was waiting for more of that one animal anime. What's it called? It's kind of like 3D animation looking. I forget the name of it. Damn, I don't know why I can't remember it. Alright. Let's stick this SD card back in. And let's pray this thing turns on. If it doesn't turn on, I'm going to be sad. I'm be sad because we're going to be here for way longer than we need to be if it doesn't turn on. Yeah, this still doesn't want to clip down. It's not clipping down right here. There it goes. That little tiny click. I felt the little feedback bump. So hopefully that's a good sign. Hopefully. At least I thought I felt it. Are you gonna turn on, please? I heard the sound. It made one of the noises it can make. I don't know why it's struggling so hard to turn on. This is the part that makes me sweat. Hoping for the Steam Deck to actually turn on is annoying. Because sometimes it doesn't like to turn on, I'm gonna be honest. I hope that battery's plugged in enough. That very well could be the problem. I should have tested it before I threw that backplate on. Rookie mistakes. Let me just plug the charger in, why not? Well, just throw the charger on there and hopefully it'll turn on that way. Then I'll know it's the battery and I'll just go do that on my own time or something. I don't know. It's a shame. It's a shame that this desk is breaking, and that now I need the replacement because I just finished redoing the whole layout of the desk, and now I'm gonna have to pull it all back down and put it back up with a new one. And this thing don't want to turn on. It's got light. It's got battery or power. I mean, it would just turn on for me. Damn, this thing's being weird. It's not April 1st quite yet, Steam Deck. It would be greatly appreciated if you just go ahead and turn on for me, please. We might need to take it apart. I keep hearing the slight sound that says, hey, it hears you clicking on the power button, but it doesn't seem to be powering on, so it's like, what the hell? Oh, what the hell? Okay, I guess it just turns on its own. It waited till it felt like it. I'm sorry for inconveniencing you, Steam Deck. I guess you'll just come on whenever you want to. Black Clover? No. I don't think I've watched it. I have too many animes on my bucket list to watch, I'm gonna be honest. The last anime I started was Ace Attorney, which is also a game series that is not... It's a pretty good game series, to be honest. But we finally have some life in this thing. It's not plugged in, so that means the battery is working. It just it just felt like being a little funny about turning on. I would love to use BO3 as an example, but when you let this thing sit for a while, sometimes the games just... Sometimes games like BO3, they just stop working for some reason. Let's see. We'll see if it feels like... Top 5 that I'm watching right now. I've been, as far as keeping up with an anime, I've been only keeping up with One Punch Man and One Piece at the moment, but they both are done now, so I should start a new one just to expand my horizon. Because usually we just watch an episode while eating, and then that's it, and then we just slowly make progress on it. Yep, I don't think BO3 launched. It's doing some funny stuff. I'm trying to think of there's any others that I've watched lately. Yeah, I don't think there is. Oh my gosh, wait. Are you actually working? I tried to launch BO3 like 4 or 5 times the other night, and it wouldn't launch at all. But suddenly it wants to launch out of nowhere. That's just great. Beautiful. That makes so much sense. Thank you, Steam. Thank you for this beautiful insight. If you got any suggestions for animes I should check out, shoot them. I'm open to some. You keep talking about Black Clover. I'm sure my girlfriend's probably seen that one, and she probably would be willing to watch it. Maybe she wants me to watch Hunter x Hunter, I believe, with her, something like that. I know there's one or so that she wants to watch. Alright. Got a map preference for BO3. I know you're not going to be able to watch in the best quality possible, but it's something, right? Just those two. Okay, yeah, the two that you mentioned, of course, those are going to be the ones that you're going to suggest. See, lean over and pick it up, but this is the Bonnie figure that I got. I ain't pulled it out. I pulled it out for like 2 seconds to look at Luffy's accessories in it. But, yeah. I don't know. I don't like the outfits too much for Egghead. It's a little too, you know what I mean. I don't even need to say it. It's a little too, you know. Gosh, the smell from these wipes from the thermal paste that it came with is absolutely strong as hell. And I need to get this box away from me. Holy, it's smelling with that shit in there. I mean, it worked great. That thermal paste came off so easily. Alright, what map? One of the hardest maps that I've, not hardest, but one of the worst running maps on the Steam Deck. Detective Conan. Let me look that one up. There's some that I know of that I wouldn't recognize by name, but I would recognize by seeing it. But as far as Black Ops 3 on the Steam Deck, the worst running map is Gorod Krovi. Convenient. Ah, shoot. Oops. I didn't mean to get rid of the music. We'll quickly bring that back in. Oh, we could switch it up a little. There's a Josuke one. And now YouTube's muted. I don't know. We'll switch over to... I like the Jolene one. That one's pretty decent. Detective Conan. Control V. Or just don't take keyboard inputs. I don't know this one. 1996? Gosh, man. Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you. This one's older than me. I didn't even exist yet when this one came around. Holy. God dang. I'll check it out, I guess. What's it about? I don't care about the history as much as I want to know what it's about. Murder case. Manga series adapted. Okay. A murder mystery. Does that sound right? Get TikTok pulled back up. What's crazy is, like, I feel like TikTok doesn't pick up as much traction as you'd want for a live stream. Simply because the, oh, what? My back buttons aren't working anymore? Hold on. I love my back buttons for this game. I don't know why it reset them. Turn them back on. Ah, man, it fully reset them. Let me quickly set this one up. Extra command, we're gonna make it do a jump as well. This should, yep, one's doing sprint, and the other one should be, okay, it's backwards, I don't know. I'm not trying to jump slide, I'm trying to slide jump. Why is it doing one? Maybe I need to change the function to like a series of commands. Long press. Now I don't want to work at all. We'll figure that one out later. I loved it. I don't know why it reset them, but my back buttons were set up to where I could slide jump with just a single button, where it'd do both, and I could just chain my slide jumps very easily with it. See, Black Ops 3 heats up way faster, but it's at 82 right now. It's running smooth. It's staying at 60, which is ideal, right? Some prying knocked him out, forcing an experiment drug down his throat, changed him into a kid. Huh. Sounds interesting. I have to check it out. I need to continue Ace Attorney. My problem was the Ace Attorney anime just follows the story of the game almost to a T, and I was playing through the game at one point, and I was like, kind of like debating, do I go past what I've already played, or do I sit back and just not? Oh, you know what? That's what I did. It's a release press. It's not a... So that's a release press. So ideally, it should... There we go. This one is Jolene, Lo-Fi Beat. It's by the same guy who made the last one that I had. The only lo-fi I really know is just JoJo ones. It's not a category of music I venture to very often, but it does work very well for a stream background noise, right? This is working out pretty good for temps wise. I know this map would heat up real fast and it would stutter a lot in the process. Dare we try and push the graphics settings higher on it? Let's try to max out the settings real quick. And see what happens to the FPS on max settings. Oh yeah, now it's stuttering a little, but that's the settings for sure doing it. This map's always been heavy for the system. Oh, that was a bad one. A bad hike there. I wish the camera would fucking focus. It doesn't look focused on YouTube to me. And now the chat patch. I don't know why I touch anything. There we go. I'd say it's definitely running cooler. On max settings right now, it is not even reaching the same peak that it did over on Teardown. Which, I mean, I don't really use Teardown on this often, so that's not a huge loss, to be honest. I'd say this is turned out pretty good. I'd say this is a successful one. I mean, we're running max settings. It's not gonna get perfect FPS on this map running max settings like there just now when it dropped to 35 out of nowhere. Like, this map has always been a stuttery mess for good old Steam Deck here. But if we go back down to like high, if we bump it back a little, it will probably run pretty decent still. Like right there. I wonder if there's any good fan replacements for the Steam Deck 2 to make it quieter. I didn't like how loud the power supply was for my miniature PC build that I recently did. And so I opened up a power supply, something that you should absolutely never do. It is dangerous to have one of those opened up if you don't know what you're doing. But I have little regard for my own safety, so I went ahead and opened it up, and I swapped it out with a Noctua fan. And Noctua is pretty reputable for being quiet, but very, very effective at cooling. And so every fan in that mini PC is a Noctua fan. There's like 5 of them in there total. And running the newest Call of Duty at close to max settings without ray tracing was easily hitting 130 FPS, and it wasn't even really going past 80 degrees. Like, those fans actually did pretty well, in my personal opinion. So I'll probably use their fans a lot more next time I build a computer for like my desk. See, we peaked at I think 86 to 87 on Teardown earlier. Right now, the highest I've seen so far is 84. That's pretty good. I'm kind of hooked now. I don't feel like putting the game down. Those hitches are still happening, but that, I like I said, this map never ran smooth 100% of the time on the Steam Deck here. It was always a sort of a problem. This is let's call this stream a success, this little maintenance that we've done. end it here soon because I gotta get up early. Go take a shower. Get ready for tomorrow where I'm gonna be doing even more troubleshooting, more intense than this, but I'm not gonna be streaming it. I'm gonna be at a friend's house doing it. Maybe tomorrow night. Maybe if I'm staying up tomorrow night, I may take apart something out to do something. Maybe play games, I don't know. Going to a friend's house early in the morning. I'm going to a friend's house tomorrow. He's got one computer that he wants to run, or we both want to run a server off of for BeamNG Drive. And that server PC is barely running at the home screen because something's screwing with it. So I gotta go there and troubleshoot that. But he also got some storage he wants to install into his main computer that he has. So we're also gonna do that. And we're just gonna hang out. I ain't seen him in a month. It's gonna be a good time. This is staying pretty cool. 84 degrees. Hell yeah. We'll go ahead and leave that of this map. If I want to do this more, I'm gonna need a better camera than this, or at least one that's I need to figure out how to make it focus. I haven't downloaded the software for it. It's supposed to be a Razer one, and I just don't like downloading Razer's software because it likes to do things in the background to your lights and all that and whatnot. And I mean, to be honest, if I could turn this keyboard's lights off, I probably would. I don't want the software on my computer. I just don't want the bloated software on my computer to launch every time I try to play a game. So I just put up with the lights the way they are. Oh shit. I accidentally clicked on Shadows, I believe. No. Not Shadows of Evil. Alright, if you don't play Arc Raiders, then yeah, sure, maybe we could run an Easter egg or two. We'll just have to see how tomorrow goes. I gotta switch to day shift sleep schedule, and it's hard to go from staying up to like 6 o'clock in the morning or something. Shadows of Evil looking as good as ever. Love this map. I've been listening to the soundtrack from Shadows of Evil in my car lately. This map is just that good. I wanted to show off some on here. If you find yourself playing any more custom zombies, there's a couple remastered maps that are pretty good on here. I just recently got the official Black Ops 1 DLC all the way through on computer now, so I need to learn Call of the Dead on there. But if I really wanted to, well, I guess it's not on here. Damn. What happened to my mods on here? Okay, my mods list is just empty. But there is a really good Call of the Dead remake on the Steam Deck. Or not on the Steam Deck, but just on PC, BO3 in general, through Steam, on the workshop. What happened to my mods, man? Properties. Workshop. It has a check mark on all of them. but none of them were there. Okay, whatever. I'm just not gonna worry about it. Yeah. I think we'll call it here. I'd say this was a success. Probably repeated that a couple times, and I really don't know what to say. But yeah, I got every Black Ops on PC. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I got every Black Ops on PC here. If I go ahead and I can pull it up. I prefer to play on PC. That's I feel like I suck every time I play with you because I'm playing on controller and I just don't play very good on controller. Sure. Just hit me up, man. Hit me up. Let's see. I could probably show the map off on PC. Here, let me launch this on computer real quick. No, I don't. I don't play customs as much as I feel like I would. I used to play a shit ton of customs back when World at War was the way to play customs. But for a while, I just didn't play custom apps because I liked leveling up, and you couldn't level up playing mods, of course. I know it sounds pretty lame. I just care too much about that. I just like feeling like I'm progressing towards something, so if I'm not leveling up, it just, to me, I feel like I'm wasting my time, but I recently got around that problem last year. BO3 going. So, we'll switch over to this. I recently got around that problem. Oh shoot, I didn't put 4 screws in this thing. I'll do that in a sec. I missed the 4 inner screws. So just leave that up on screen. I recently got around the problem of having to level up offline, or not being able to level up on customs. So I'm 289. I reset once I hit level 1000 because I wanted to keep leveling up. That's how retardedly autistic I am about it, I guess. It's just zombies is my obsession. I don't think I'll ever stop playing Black Ops 3 or any of the other zombies games. But, yeah, right here we have Call of the Dead on Black Ops 3, and it's a pretty good remake. I played a little bit of Call of the Dead on BO1, and I played a little bit on here, and I can definitely see it, how much of an improvement it is. But, the issue is I don't know Call of the Dead very well as a map, if that makes sense. Call of the Dead as a map, I really don't know it that well, and I don't know how to pack a punch on it. I'm sure you just gotta open doors up. I got the power on my own, but I just haven't taken time to learn it.
Wonder what happened to poor George.
George. sure the TikTok version of the stream looks terrible right now. I don't know what it looks like.
Getting frostbite was so not on my list of things to do today. Kinda gotta. Rat attack.
Do I try to agitate George with this? I know you can kill him. Doesn't he have like 150,000 health or something like that? Or is it like 50,000? Okay, never mind. Never mind. Oh, leave me alone. I know I messed with you first. Oh shit! Oh, slide jumps, I'm stupid.
This water is freezing. This water is freezing.
I have learned. It's the part of playing this map. I'll figure this out. Shooting the zombies.
Okay, George. Take it easy.
I wonder what it is about the water that keeps them just kind of like.
Getting frostbite was so not on my list of things to do today.
Oh, an instant. I doubt that does.
Music to my ears. I really didn't dress for the cold.
So we have 1,300 points. Can we get this MP5 off?
Don't be cold out it, girls. Looks like we're getting a break in the weather.
Oh, the weather calms down. Oh, wow. BO3 is just, I don't know, it's just one of the best zombies in the I mean, I know a modder made this, but gosh dang, this looks pretty. This looks so good. I wish they just kept adding more zombies maps to make it. I wish they would just add more zombies maps to BO3. I wish they would have just, instead of doing Black Ops 4, they should just kept adding maps.
How's that for a close-up, deadhead?
Like I said, I've only played this map a handful of times. I could probably count on my hand how many times I played it. Probably like what? Like 3 times? I played this mod once, and then I played a game or 2 on BO1. I don't know this map. So I'm guessing Shipwreck or this man all over me. Get a shot. Like that.
This water is freezing.
Is this something? I don't know how I missed this. I'll go this way. Cause yeah, power is over here on the ship. You get the power faster this way, right? To let George talk. He's saying hello to me right now. Gotta be careful, George is like standing right all the time. But yeah, I think we got, so we have, so
Great.
Nuketown from BO2 completely remade. I believe is just transit buried, if I'm not mistaken. And there's multiple transit projects within the community like that too. Put them out. I don't know if there's any clear people. I do not recall if I would point out, I was talking about the level stuff. I'm still able to level up on this custom map. It's kind of messed up because having it like this, technically, I could throw a mod
Is it
video
over?
on, play with God mode, and just never die, and just get all the XP imaginable, and not really level up legitimately.
Okay, George.
But I'm not
Take it
gonna do
easy.
that. It's just
Hello? Ammo here.
that's why I came down. I'm forgetting my slide jumps too, because I've done nothing but play BO1 and BO4 for the last month.
Found ammo. I'm gonna get
I
duck.
haven't really been playing very soon. Slide jumps. Thinking like what at war where I'm running for a second and jump. Like that. Like BO3, that's not bad.
Walking here.
There's power at, you know, right around here. Right here. So there's Pack-a-Punch on this map. You're still here. Where is Pack-a-Punch? I need to know this information. Like, a lot of these maps that I don't know, I plan on just
That's keep bullets, you know.
I plan on looking up guides.
Who's keeping score?
Use this as a Just is there any other direction I could go reverse? Just realized the ground counter has a different font.
Maybe now we can see a way out.
I guess I'm over here. I guess I'm over here. I know down there is like the best training spot. Looks like there's a way from the boat. If I go back that way, I could probably find it. Where's the See, but I don't know if we try to play custom zones, if I'll have to get rid of this. That's fine. I really I wonder if I'll even be able to join you without getting rid of my T7 patch. I took the password off of it for whenever we do try to play, but it shouldn't take too long to pull out of the game either. It should take like 2 seconds to pull that game out. Not that game, that patch out. Alright, got some attachments. No question, the ugly camo on it. It's only that because I was running a mod to put custom camos on all the weapons. When I'm not running the mod, it just looks ugly. night. I'll see you guys around.